All right, cheers, Lauren.
Oh, cheers, Christine.
Welcome. Don't be nervous.
Okay, I'll try.
You're not usually a nervous personality, are you?
I don't think so.
This usually helps, even though you never get drunk.
Exactly. It is good. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm probably going to need it.
I mean, this is, I don't usually drink, but today I will.
Right. I know this is a little departure for you.
What do you want to talk about today?
You're the boss.
Yeah, we're going to toast to that. That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
I like it. Remind my husband that he's the boss. Okay, so everybody, this is my friend Lauren. We've known each other for how many years? Almost 15 years.
I don't know. Whenever you moved in, I met you like within the week, I think.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Came in kind of like a bombastic sort of presence to the neighborhood.
Did that make you feel like you were losing your place in the neighborhood? Because that was you before me?
No.
You were okay to relinquish the most obnoxious person in the neighborhood title?
I didn't know I was the most obnoxious person.
Oh, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I just learned that. I didn't
you didn't. No, I don't. And you know what? When I say obnoxious, I mean it in the most. Like if somebody called me obnoxious, I would take it as a compliment.
I don't really take it anyway. I am who I am.
Yep. You've always been this way.
Yeah.
What did you think, like, when Michael moved here and then he and John were so similar? Do you think they're similar?
So similar. It took me a while to realize how similar. I mean, because from a distance, I will mistake them from each other. And so it was kind of funny that we realized they graduated the same year from LSU, the same year, with the same degree. They drove the same truck. They're both kind of, now they're completely bald, but at that time they were hanging on to a few strings of hair. But they were just extraordinarily similar. Like you could swap them out. If somebody didn't know them well enough, you could swap them out for each other.
Yeah. Well, I know that, anything happened to me, you probably would try to steal Michael away from me.
So quickly.
So quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember that time that you came over and Michael came out, like he'd come home from work and he was in like just a foul ass mood.
Yeah.
He comes home, he's like, hello, everybody, whatever. And then he goes in to our bedroom and comes out transformed. And do you want to describe the look?
Well, he had a muscle shirt on and his cheap Walmart shorts on. And then he still had his dress socks on. Maybe with flip-flops.
Yep, that's a good look.
Yeah.
And he had taken his contacts out. So the glasses.
Yeah, and the glasses. Yeah.
That look. And he wears like Coke bottle glasses. Like
he was definitely not looking to impress anybody. But
well, apparently.
I pretended that I thought it was the sexiest thing in the world. Okay,
but tell everybody what you did. I mean, it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious at the time.
I think I just got myself. There's just too much raw sexuality here. I gotta go home.
Yeah, you were like, Michael, you're just
so
sexy.
It's too much.
Turning me on. I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, I got a husband.
Yeah, you're trying to remain faithful.
He's got his own stuff going on.
That's right. But you know what? You were probably ready to go when you got home. You're like revved up.
Yeah, it was a good excuse.
So what did you think, like when you were in high school, like did you have a certain perception of public school kids?
I didn't know any.
You didn't know any?
None.
So what would we have been able to be friends then? Or would you have said, oh, she goes to public school, I cannot hang out with her?
I just didn't even think about it. I thought everybody went to private school.
Well, I mean, not everybody there was Catholic. That was part of the issue, right?
We had Newman, and that was where a lot of Jewish people went. I knew people there, I think. And then, like, Country Day is not Catholic. There's a lot. I mean, I just thought everybody went.
Everybody that anybody went to private school.
I just didn't know anybody who went to public school.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think.
No, I've been friends with you. I mean, I just didn't.
But could you tell people, like, oh, this is my public school friend?
I don't think I'd have thought about it one way or the other.
Well, I do feel like now, even when you go back home and you'll see somebody in a bar or, meet somebody in a bar, the first thing that they ask you is, where'd you go to school? And they don't mean where did you go to college, because they don't really care.
High school, yeah. Just didn't know anybody that went to public school.
Yeah. Well, you do now. How do you feel okay about that? You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Alicia have both been so incubated by the private school system, and neither one of y'all had sex to your wedding night, all that kind of thing.
It was incubating.
Yeah. I mean, good for you. Good for you. And good for your husbands to be able to have such pure, innocent girls as you guys.
It was like.
I mean, I was only slightly tainted, but I'm sure I would have been completely pure if I'd gone to private school. Sure of it.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't the nuns find out if you went and did something bad, they would beat your ass?
Gosh, they had some really active imaginations.
The nuns?
Yes.
What do you mean?
They just projected. I remember one time.
Their sexual frustration?
Well, what we were thinking about, what we were doing. I thought I left high school still thinking I could get pregnant without intercourse.
They taught you that?
They told us. I'm not going to get into it.
Okay.
But
I don't need the details, but I think that's...
I thought if you thought about it too much, if you swam too close to somebody, I definitely thought that sperm were way more powerful than they are. They could jump through a pair of jeans and into your... I mean, definitely. I thought all those things.
Well, how'd you go to bars? Did you think every time you came home from a bar,
no, if you're making out and you're too close, or if you're swimming together and you're I definitely thought it was possible.
So if you were dancing too close with somebody at a bar in New Orleans, you thought, oh shit, I might be pregnant.
Yeah, you have to watch that. You have to watch that.
Did you make sure, okay, I can't go out this week and dance too close to a guy because I'm ovulating?
Well, I didn't know how that worked either.
Because they didn't teach you that either. So y'all never had...
I think they taught us that, but I mean, it's not like I was keeping track of it. I just... I worried about getting pregnant even though I was a virgin.
And it's not because of what they taught you, it's just because you just didn't know about it.
Kind of yes and no. That's a whole different thing.
Did your mom ever talk to you about the birds and bees?
Well, she...
I mean, in a realistic way?
Not really.
Here,
no.
this is for drinking.
You
don't even have any lip marks on that at all.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself.
It's so embarrassing for you.
I think I'm just supposed to hold it like this. And that's why my glasses get so full of my fingerprints, because I don't hold my glass right. It's supposed to be
like a lady? Because you only ever act like a lady.
They taught it at school, and then my mom asked if I had any questions about it after, if I had any questions just to ask her, and I said, okay. But I never understood how the sperm got in the egg. Do you spit in a cup? Or I didn't know how that process came together. We had this friend, she went out, and she looked older than the rest of us, and she got a Playgirl magazine.
Oh my God.
And we were 15 or 16.
Gross.
And we
so
were
gross.
looking at it, and I remember that was the first time I'd ever seen an actual penis. And I was like, oh my gosh, and I don't know if I should say this, but my first thought was, they have pubic hair too.
Clearly the nuns didn't really teach you guys. They probably taught you just not to do it.
Their success story was leaving, graduating with your hymen intact. It didn't matter what your SAT scores like. If you left with your hymen intact, it was a success.
And did they check
that? I'm surprised they did it.
Did they check that in order for you to be able to graduate?
No, and I'm surprised they didn't check that. Probably, 80 years ago they did.
Did your parents think that they actually taught you about sex there, or did they know, the Catholic way? You didn't really know anything?
I think they thought I knew. I think they thought I knew stuff.
Yeah.
But, why would they want to change that perception if it kept me scared to death?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
My mom first realized that I was having sex, and I was way, in college and stuff. And she was in the back seat of my car, and I braked the car, and all the birth control packets that I didn't want to throw in the garbage can in the house came out of the vehicle. Came out of the, and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're." I'm like, "Mom, seriously? Like, at what point did you think like maybe you should have talked to me about it?" I mean, we did have a kind of a birds and the bees conversation, but like with my kids, I just did not. I don't want them to do it. I wasn't promoting it. But I would tell them, like, if you think you're going to do it, like, go to the doctor. We don't have to have that conversation. But, like, that was never even mentioned in our house. Like,
oh, gosh, no.
Oh, no. No. They would, I mean.
It's definitely why buy the cow. You can get the milk for free.
Is that what your parents would tell you?
Yeah. Nobody wants, like, used goods. Definitely.
You don't go to a garage sale to find your wife?
Right. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. But you can go to Walmart to find a husband.
Oh, yeah. A pretty good one. One of ours would be there
right now.
Anytime.
Like
there.
Buying their clothes.
There or Sam's or Costco.
Yeah.
Grass.
I was at a bridal shower, an engagement party, and they were asking for advice. And one of the best pieces of advice I heard to this new couple was, don't ever, in the first year of your marriage, do something that you're not willing to do for the rest of your marriage. And I thought that was really good advice.
That is good advice.
I've never mowed a yard, and I've never learned to use the grill.
Never? You've never used any of those things?
Nope. The grill is
If I work in the yard, I will have calluses, and calluses aren't good for nighttime activities.
Yeah, I mean, the grill might as well be like some sort of 3D printer that, NASA made. It's just such a complex piece of machinery.
Okay, so
as well as a lawnmower. I don't know how to start a lawnmower.
If you had to, so the only way you could get wine is if you cook something on the grill. Could you figure it out? Like, would it be worth it, or would you just give up drinking forever? Like, the only way you can drink.
Does John know that I did this, or do I do it in secret?
You probably would have to keep it a secret.
Yeah, then I'd do it.
I mean, like I told you, I've done a lot of things, non-sexual things, of course, that I should have never done.
Right.
Because now he thinks, oh, I don't need to mow the grass. I don't need to do those things. And that's very fucking annoying.
Yeah, you should have never done it to begin with.
I know. It's stupid.
That's on you.
Well, I mean, I do have a degree, not in lawn mowing, but in that field where he would have...
lawn mowing degrees are really difficult to get.
Not a lawn mowing degree, but
Yeah, my duties stop at the threshold. That's the way I look at it.
So all your duties are inside the home.
Right.
Like what?
A garage is a complete catastrophe because that's where the threshold is.
Okay. So that's his job.
I wash his clothes, fold his clothes, I put his clothes away. Yeah.
Oh my God. So when we first got married, I was doing that, and which was dumb. And one time Michael comes home from work. He got home from work later than I did that day. This was before we had kids. And he told me that I didn't hang his shirts up right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And, okay, you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
That was the last time I ever hung up a shirt of his.
I'm sure you know how to use a grill, so.
I do. I shouldn't.
Right. I would never let me mow the yard because he thought it was too dangerous. Right. And I'm kind of clumsy, so probably thought I shouldn't use the grill either.
Is that intentionally clumsy? Like, are you really actually clumsy?
Yeah,
or it's like a show, so you don't have to do anything?
No, I'm definitely a dingbat and clumsy and yeah.
You're like crazy like a fox clumsy.
Yeah. But I mean, all the mistakes I've made were not intentional, but I take no responsibility for them at the same time.
Okay, that's good. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, like when you wanted a new car.
Right.
I mean,
that was not intentional, but it did work out for me that I did accidentally fill my fuel tank with diesel, and
it didn't take diesel, of course.
No, because it was a Buick Enclave. But it was not intentional, and I still don't take responsibility for it. I I blame my youngest son for that because he kept calling me and calling me and calling me to take him somewhere, and I was so frazzled trying to get home. I had to go to the bathroom, so I just ran to the gas station, threw the thing in.
It doesn't even fit in the hole.
It did. It fit. And
is it like your relationship? Like the hole was
the thing
too
is,
small,
when
but you
I
made
ran
it
in
fit?
to go to the bathroom wasn't even open, so I was
At the gas station?
Yes.
Oh.
So while I was just destroying my car, it was just filling up with diesel, and it was the next day. I'm just going down the street, and just black smoke is coming out, and
of where?
Of the end of like the back of the, I guess whatever that thing is called, the muffler, the exhaust, whatever.
Transmission? Or muffler?
Like black, wherever black smoke can come out of because you did something bad. But yeah, in a couple of weeks, I had a new Mercedes.
I mean, I think that's a good tip.
Yeah.
If you want a new car, what you do is you look real cute and you put diesel in your car and ruin it and have to get a Mercedes.
Oh my gosh, I really... it all looked the same to me.
Is this the story we're sticking with, or is this the truth?
It's the absolute truth. It was not intentional.
Are your fingers crossed?
No, it was not. I did not. Why would I intentionally put diesel in my car?
A Mercedes is a little
I didn't know I was
going
to get one. I was actually happy with the car I was driving. It was paid off. I didn't really need another car, but it proved to be unfixable.
And then when John makes you mad, you try to poison him with onions.
I didn't poison him. I poisoned my son and his friend. But I
Okay, you got to tell the backstory.
So we were hiking, and John, we found this old homestead, and John saw these things like, oh my gosh, would you look at this? It's onions just growing out in the wild. And he pulled them. So I was like, oh, okay. And the next morning I made an omelet. I chopped up these onions and made this massive omelet the guys were hunting. PG had a friend over, and he and a friend had this massive plate of omelet, but then like 3 minutes his friend's vomiting. I'm like, oh my gosh, poor kid's sick. And then a minute later PG's vomiting. And then I was like, oh. And then it kind of starts to, things come together, and all the guys were coming in and hunting, and I made a huge omelet, and John's friend has this big plate, and he's starting to shovel a plate, and I said, oh my God, stop. It's poison. There's something wrong, and it,
I poisoned the kids.
Boom, 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 boom. This is the kids' spring break,
Okay, we're going to say, we have to tell everybody that the kids are still alive.
The kids are still alive,
Thank
but
God.
2 hours later, on their spring break, I have a picture of them side by side in ER with their little hydration, bags hooked up, and I'm having to call the mom and let her know that I accidentally poisoned the kids, and I'm on the phone with poison control, and we're driving, and Peachy gets in the back saying, Mom, just tell us how bad is it? And I'm looking and it's saying, stroke, heart attack, death. It was an Adamasco lily. They're very poisonous. So
It's good that the kids threw up.
Well, I think it was best that they had it first because their bodies were, they were both athletes, and I think their bodies were so attuned and healthy and young, they immediately rid themselves of the poison. Where I think is if the guys had it, they're old and crusty and nasty, would probably
Gross.
taken them down. And then I'm going to start calling
all these men need to know
Christine,
not to piss us off.
Christine, are you done with Michael? Because I'll give him a piece of omelet.
That's right. Well, we had talked about years ago, all the ladies, about we were each going to dig a hole in each other's backyards because when our husbands pissed us off enough, like I would bury Michael in your backyard, and you'd bury your husband in one of our other friends' backyards.
No, we said we would put them at the hunting property.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Dig a massive hole, and then we would get a wild pig, throw it in the hole.
And a tiger.
No, well, first the wild pig eats the husband. Then we get the tiger to eat the pig.
Right. But then
And
how
then
do you explain?
Well, then we bury the tiger.
But how do you bury the tiger? You just feed him the.
We put the tiger in the hole.
Oh, you feed him an omelet. You can feed the tiger.
And then you
feed the tiger an omelet.
And then you just dig, and then you just redo the hole.
Right.
And then we practiced our expressions when the police came to us about
Put him in a hole.
put them in a hole, and then we practiced how we act shocked when the police say our husbands are missing. Your husband's missing. Oh my gosh. Was he eaten by a tiger?
Well, you know, all I know is that there's a tiger loose. I
heard a tiger escape. I think it might have got my husband. I don't know. That's all I know.
Because now we put it on a podcast, we've given ourselves away.
Right, so we'll have to
They're a little less annoying than they used to be, so I don't really want to kill them as much as I used to.
There's other methods.
Right.
We just won't discuss
it has to be like 3 removed. Like you have to have, like it has to be several people removed. Our lives left, a lot of years left to be married to these guys.
I don't feel like I'd do well in prison.
I would not do well in prison.
You're right, you wouldn't.
Although
actually, you know what? You may have a whole, like, another life in prison.
Yeah, but
you could be like the leader.
I don't really want to be someone's bitch. Like
somebody would be your bitch.
But I don't want one of those either.
Yeah, I don't want one either.
But I did tell.
But you could have somebody like, I want you to do my hair. You know, give me a facial.
Where do they get the equipment to do these things?
Well, I don't know. That's your bitch's problem.
Hey, bitch!
Go find some stuff.
Unless you want me to, like, kill you with this knife I made out of Tupperware, you better fucking do what I said.
Wild hog I found in the back prison yard.
Yeah. I found some onions growing in the backwoods, and I'm gonna feed you an omelet if you don't get your shit straight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you have so much of that at home with John.
Yeah, I just have enough.
You can only
I've got
handle
2 boys
so
and
much.
a husband. I don't need any more testosterone.
Well, you have Nugget, your female Chihuahua.
But she seems like most people think she's a boy.
Well, I mean,
she's got more of a male.
I guess if she's a male, it would make it more natural that you breastfed her.
Yeah, that was this long-standing joke. I mean, Chihuahua.
It was not a joke. I saw you at the tennis courts with her under your shirt for like an hour and a half.
Because she weighed 1.5 pounds and she was shivering, so I had to put her under my shirt because she was so cold.
No, you told me she was hungry and she just wanted some tits.
I did not. She was a little crap. She was freezing and shivering, as Chihuahuas are, and as anything that weighs 1.5 pounds is, she couldn't take the weather, so I had to put her under
anything that's 1.5 pounds, you willingly put under your shirt and keep warm?
If it's my dog.
I mean, what if it's other things in your house, like your husband? If he says,
if my husband ever weighs 1.5 pounds,
I'm just talking about.
It's going to be after the tiger ate him.
I'm talking about his penis. If he says, "Hey, Lauren, my penis is freezing," and you'll be like, "Come here, let's cuddle."
I would tell him to put some underwear on and some.
Get your damn clothes on.
Yeah.
Man up.
Yeah, but she was a baby. She was an infant.
Well, and she needed to be breastfed, and that's why you breastfed her. Lauren, you cannot.
You can't produce milk after a certain age.
No, that's not true. That is not true. It was like the natural instinct. Like once she started breastfeeding, your milk came back in. Your milk came back in, and I think you're still breastfeeding that dog. That dog is all over you all the time. You breastfeed the dog.
Was to keep her like there and then put a blanket over us because she was just.
Yeah. No. It was a blanket. It was one of those things you cover up, like, because you're breastfeeding.
See, this is like, your mind just doesn't work the way my mind works.
Yes, it does.
No, this is going to have to be so edited because we've just talked too long.
It's okay. One hilarious thing is the way you we both grew up in New Orleans, and you really, really have a great affinity and love for seafood. And I know this because the way in which you consume them kind of looks like you've never had a date. I mean,
Are you talking about oysters or crawfish?
Well, you suck the crawfish's head till the crawfish is inside out.
Yeah, that's so good.
Congratulations to John, by the way,
It's
on
just,
that accomplishment.
There's just nothing better than crawfish brains.
I mean,
It makes you smarter.
is that what John told you about sucking other things? Makes you smarter? Listen,
I
I would rather be the dumbest bitch on earth, and I probably am.
Look, I have had so many crawfish heads. I look like a wombat in the morning because
You're
like,
so
the
swollen.
salt just, and I can't help myself. It's so good.
Yeah. So you figure once you've done all that, you can just do just about anything else.
No,
Yes. And I've seen you eat oysters.
and I love an oyster. Gosh, I love an oyster.
You suck those oysters like,
They're so good.
just like that.
Yeah.
And John has to bring you home right after.
No, he didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
There's definitely a correlation. John brings you to eat those crawfish heads and makes sure all the spicy is gone from your being. And then makes fabulous love to you because it's like an aphrodisiac.
look,
He's turned on.
everybody from New
He's
Orleans knows the best thing is in the crawfish head.
Well, it's those Catholic schoolgirls that like to suck the heads. The public school girls
No.
like me don't suck crawfish heads
That's
because we know
where-
that's gross.
That's where the fat is. It's just deliciousness. And it feels so good on your throat. It's hot and juicy and spicy and and oysters. I love oysters.
Are you still talking about seafood?
Well, what else is an oyster? It's a mollusk. It's not
No. But like the way you described the crawfish is, I'm sure if you were going to talk about sex with me, that's how you would describe your
I would never
relationship
have
with John.
sex with you.
Wait, what did I say?
If you were to talk about having sex with me.
Yeah, I'm not having sex with you.
Okay.
I'm not cutting that one.
Okay.
No, that's perfect.
I am not. Wait, that is not what I meant.
You are the last person I'm having sex with.
Okay, then you're gonna kill yourself.
Before I had sex with you, yes, I would. I life.
Okay, that is not what I meant, and it wasn't even a Freudian slip. It was a brain fart. Fuck up. That is not what I meant. And what were we talking about? I don't even remember because.
If you were going to have sex with me.
No.
Crawfish heads.
Oh fuck. Well, we don't have to talk about that anymore.
It's just
I can't remember that. I don't want to have sex with you. I'm sorry to disappoint you. My dogs do.
You're the
For
one.
sure.
You're the one who brought it up.
Okay, that was an accident, and that is also not true.
It's Freudian.
I don't enjoy that kind of tuna at all. And that's not in my wheelhouse of things to do.
Yeah.
I don't even suck crawfish heads.
Well, I do.
I know you do. John told me all those years of practice have paid off for him very well. And Michael has told me that doing those things cures everything. If you do that, like, you will never get sick, you'll never have a headache.
Does he have, like, some scientific research?
No. I mean, well, he claims that he is a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
He also claims that he's a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, but I did tell him, I said, you know, it's amazing to me that you would suggest that providing oral favors would cure me of all these things, and yet you still have carpal tunnel. Like, how would he still have carpal tunnel if he is, you know, he goes out of town a lot, he has to take things into his own hands.
Right.
Like, how would he have carpal tunnel if that substance cured everything?
I don't know, Christine.
Are you trying to act all? It's because the camera's on. You don't want to talk to me. You can say. You've never done that because you're Catholic and you're a good girl. You've never done any of that.
I think anything's okay in a marriage. Anything you feel like doing in a marriage is perfectly fine as long as both parties are willing.
All right. Well, here's to our excellent podcast and good husbands. Thank you for coming.
It's been interesting.
Real?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.